Welcome back to my channel, guys. The Black Widow here. So, yes, I have another unboxing video. I know that I said I had sold some tarantulas. So you're probably thinking, why have you then bought more? As I said, I figured out what kind of species that I enjoy working with. They may not be the most exotic. I much prefer arboreals, old worlds, and a fair few terrestrials. This is a species that I've not owned yet that I would like to give a go at. I think I'm going to enjoy this one. People sort of compare them to the panthos, the panthobetuses, which I just don't really get on with. I don't know why. Some people love them. I'm just not that into them. So we will see what you guys think about this, and if you can guess what they are, go ahead and drop it down and let me know if you guess what it is. Remember, I said that people compare them to panthobetuses, and some people prefer these ones, some people prefer the panthos. So let's go ahead and get into this box. So we are in, and as usual, Bugs UK. This is where this parcel's come from. Fantastic shipping. I mean, this must take a lot. It's always great when they send you it like this, and yeah, you basically are going to make a right old mess in your living room. So I'm going to go ahead and get all this out, guys, and then I'll show you what's in here. What they call like brass plast tubs, and as you can see, it's got two sections on it. That bit snaps up, and it means that you've almost got like a little maintenance section, so you can have the tub shut and you can just get in there like that. I've bought like 10 of these. They're just really handy to have because they're relatively clear compared to your usual food containers. So let's show you what I got. The main event. First up, this is a Phormictopus canceres. I think that's how you pronounce it. And yeah, so I'm looking forward to opening up this little this species. So I'll show you in 2 seconds. Let's just show you what I got the other one. And this is a psalmopoeus reduncus, and I'm super excited about having this little guy, so I'll open it up and show him to you, or her. Yeah, you can kind of see it in there. So there it is down there. I'm not going to get it out too much because these psalmopoeuses, even though they are New World, they can have quite a nasty bite. Their venom is a little bit more strong than your average New World. So that's the psalmopoeus. So this is the Phormictopus canceres, or I think that's how you pronounce it. Oh, and it is right there, wanting to come out. I maybe wouldn't advise doing this with your hands, but
all we need to do now is wrap it.
let's not have the little one bolt. Bolts right out.
Because he has
Oh, hello.
well, you'll need wrapping paper and sticky tape. Have you got it, Squirrels?
Sorry guys, I've not zoomed out there, have I? So let's see if we can encourage him or her to go down. There we go. Oh, he's flattened out now, look. Beautiful colouring. So yeah, super basic setup for this one at the moment. As I say, what I always tend to do is do a basic setup just to get the little ones, to get the tarantula out of their packaging, and then I always come back off camera and sort out what it needs for the specific species. So, you know, arboreal would be changed to an arboreal enclosure. I've got a lot of rehousings coming up soon because I got a lot of these plastic tubs, and I've got some slings that need rehousing. So this is my Phormictopus cantides, absolute little beauty here. So I'm now going to go ahead and rehouse my Psalmopoeus reduncus, another arboreal that I've always wanted. I just need to see if I can find something arboreal-ish to put it in. I may just use one of these brass glass tubs, but in an upright position, so I'll be right back. This is a truly beautiful little specimen. You can just see the orange chevron on its toes, typical for a Psalmopoeus species. So I'm just thinking about what I can house it in. That's probably not big enough for that one. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and make an enclosure. Now, what I like about these brass plus tubs is that you can have it as an arboreal because it opens this way, because it's got that snap bit. When you've got it like this, you can open this bit as a feeding, as like a maintenance or feeding section. But if you have an arboreal and you don't have an arboreal closure, all you do is simply turn it up that way, put substrate in this half of the enclosure. Again, it may not be overly practical, but it does the job for a little while. I've got my baby climbing up on my arm right now, so I'm sorry I'm kind of doing this a bit one-handed. Hi Marcy Bill. Hello. Hello. Oh dear, don't cry. So, just to give you an example, so you can feel that I have all my mantises, all my nymphs in this kind of setup. So, and there you go. And then all you can do is you could put cork back in, you could put some branches in, and then you have a semi-arboreal setup. Mousy girl. Then you have a semi-arboreal setup for your arboreals. So I will show you for an example. This will be absolutely perfect in here. So you just make a little hole to place that in there. And you just place that in there like that. And now I'm going to go ahead and just add a little bit of plants. Just again, just it's mainly for decorative purposes. It's absolutely not necessary to put fake plants in here. I put it in because I like all my tarantulas to be kind of display tarantulas. So as you can see, really easy setup for this arboreal. I'm going to go ahead and put a little water cup in. For now I'm going to put it down here at the bottom, but I'm actually going to hot glue gun that to the side because this is an arboreal species. I'm now just going to give the enclosure a bit of a mist because when they've been in transit, you never really know how hydrated they may be, having been outside. It's not particularly hot at the moment, so I'm not overly concerned. Right, so let's go ahead and rehouse this one. Psalmopoeus species can be a little aggressive, maybe defensive. In my personal experience, I have less issues with my pokies than I do with my Psalmopoeus species, but I think as long as you're careful, and sometimes, you know, just you can try and encourage the spider out, which I will try and do here, but if necessary, I will just leave that pot in here if it becomes too aggressive. So I'm actually going to take extra precaution because this is an open top and I want to give the tarantula complete less opportunity to be able to escape. Oh, so he bit straight away, bit the the brush.
Well, Dougie can help you. He's got his teddy bear back.
So how do we make it?
You just need to use something soft. Oh,
It's a bit floppy.
oh. Now you can decorate it with all the things you found.
Right, let's try and encourage this one to come out. I'm going to give it completely less chances to.
Oh,
Right, so the spider is out.
Teddy. And the teddy will love Beryl.
Oh, what?
Okay, there we go.
Beryl. We've made you something.
So it's just there. You can't get a very good clear shot of it at the moment because of how it's positioned. But it's a beauty. So I'm going to go ahead and leave this tarantula to get accustomed to its enclosure. There we go, Psalmopoeus reduncus rehoused. Gave me a little bit of aggression to begin with, but this just sort of gives you an idea of how you can have an arboreal and a terrestrial setup using the exact same method. And these are cheap as chips. Well, in fact, I think chips are more expensive. These are maybe like, you can get ones from the Spider Shop, you can get them from Bugs UK. I've bought from both. They're both just as cheap, equally as durable, and equally as good. So they're definitely fantastic for these spiders. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And thumbs it up or thumbs it down if you did or didn't. Go check out my Patreon page if you want to support my channel further. And look out for some rehousing videos coming to you very, very soon.